Moneymane in the thing of a T and playing no games. Should already know my name when I speak in CC Flame. Got my YouTube poppin', man. Like, subscribing, everything in between. You already know. Moneymane. You already know.
Moneymane, you already know. Started from the bottom of the bottom. Downtown, stand up. We gon' make it even when the rent was late. Daddy gone, mama cried, I still pray. Brown town, baby, came up with the weight. Now I'm up, gold wrist, crown of fake. We gon' make it till they try to block the door. Turn that paint into the product, now I'm on the floor. They ain't think I rise, they ain't see the core. Now I'm ice cold focused, but my soul still warm. Still breathing. Run it up. Run it up. Opulence. Came from the silence, came from the grief. Daddy left early, now I lead like a chief. Brown town bricks, we was stacking belief. Now I talk wealth from the pulpit to the street. Used to share meals, now I share game. Put a plan in motion, now we building names. My brand got purpose, my chain got pain, but my future got prime. That's a whole new lane. I'm talking ownership. That generational pressure. Still stood tall. Sure. We gon' make it even when the rent was late. Daddy gone, mama cried, I still pray. Brown town, baby, came up with the way. Now I'm up, gold wrist, crown of fake. We gon' make it, they try to block the door. Turn that paint into the product, now I'm on the floor. They ain't think I rise, they ain't see the core. Now I'm ice cold focused, but my soul still warm. I ain't just rap, I'm a whole enterprise. Built funnels, flip merch, now my money multiplies. From basement closets,
what's going on?
Designs, that brown town
we back with another one.
Stitch with fire. Tears dried up, but the grind stay loud. They ain't see me cry.
Hit that like button, subscribe, and share, and tell your friend, man, you already know we back.
Dream and doubt. Still got hurt, but I never bowed out. You feel that? Built for this.
Hold on.
Legacy moves only. We gon' make it. No silver spoon, but the place still sacred. Brown town lions in the jungle, but we gracious. Daddy gone, but I rose up courageous.
What you talking about, me? Robinson and the Jets started what? That were the Giants that did that, not the Jets. Simple said, how you doing? Timothy, how you doing? Fadima, how you doing? KD, Shasky, what going on? The Jets are not trading with 12. Start starting rumors. Ain't nobody starting no rumors. This is my opinion. Ms. Harris, how you doing? Danny, what going on? Just need to trade for him now. They sure do. Ms. Evelyn, how you doing? I don't believe that he would be traded. Jackson, how you doing? Roma Roberts, how you doing? 12 listening, especially with the Jets. Trey Day, how you doing? 420, what going on? Better yet, Flacco might be the one. Go to the Jets more trustworthy than Pickett. Shedeur Sanders showing out Dion and Bucket should be here in a minute. Nope, not buying that. They selling anything. Kenny fit their system. Mucho Grande. Y'all were talking it up. What going on? Isaac, what going on? Trade the King TV, what going on? Call Kitchen, what going on? I ain't even gonna try to say that first now. Hey, the reason why I say that, big question mark. Miss Don, question mark. Hold on. I know y'all was on G Bush thing. I already know y'all was over there. Pull him up. What's going on, Patrick? Appreciate you for that info. The boss, how you doing? John McDonough, how you doing? Stop the madness. I can't wait for Shedeur to Fanning Jr. The writings on the wall. Shedeur should start week 5. Hey, that's the thing. That's the thing, man. Cause it's like I tuned in G Bush a little bit, you know. I ain't hear everything. But all I'm saying is, this right here, when I seen this right here, that what made me say what I'm saying. It will make me say what I'm saying. Because now, it's going to be like, it's going to be like, the Jets, I ain't going to say they wasted no money. Because they were believing in Justin Fields. And I ain't going to lie, bro got the short end of the stick, man. Justin Fields done got the short end of the stick these last couple of years. It's crazy, man. I don't know if it was the Bears, if it was him, the Steelers, but hey, man, he got the short end of the stick. But that's why I say I think one of these quarterbacks is gonna get traded, because now the Jets need a quarterback. I'm about to pull it up. Hold on, I'm getting to it right now. I'm getting to it right now. Here it is right here. They got Tyrod Taylor, but he 36. And they got Brady Cook, whoever that is. Let me zoom in just a little bit so y'all can see right here. The one I'm looking at right here with my mouse at. Y'all can see that? No, they traded to do it. Yeah, they dislocated toe, bro. Not having. Here we are. Where you see dislocated toe at? I'm just going based off Adam Schefter. I'm just going based off this, boy, guy. Then what I seen, then what I'm going based off of. I don't know. Then what he reported. Because a broken toe and Achilles, they're two different areas of the foot. And one in the front, one in the back. They're two different areas. I don't think they're getting that confused. Oh, they traded it. Okay, so Kenny Pickett say, I ain't say that, me dog. I ain't say that. I said one of these quarterbacks gonna get traded. But the reason why I'm saying it might be Shedeur is because what they doing in their training camp. We already on day 2. And from looking at this right here, I don't know, bro. Even though he went 4 for 4. Now, I ain't look at G. Bush whole thing, what he talking about. First of all, I want to say, I ain't no bro with 6'5". He don't look 6'5" on the camera, from what I seen sitting in that chair and all that. But anyway, 4 for 4? Come on now. And not the big one. So how they get Achilles then? If it was a toe. But 4 for 4, like a Wendy's meal. Injury reveal after Cart scare. Injury history at quarterback, man. Feel minor setback. Side relief. Yup. Side relief. Yup. Report Justin Field is going to be okay at the injury at practice. Justin Field injury. Bryce Hall. Workload. Okay. I see it now. Okay. But nah. Hey, Moneymane. So, Chad, he basically did what Flacco did yesterday. Nothing. Exactly. Now, I want to know what Flacco reps part of that modified team or whatever Tony G was talking about. That's what I want to know. With the 3 Bode, yup. How you bring a toe and tell your Achilles they tackling always? Nah. Anything, trade Pickett. That's what I'm saying. I hit that like button. I trade Pickett. I've been saying trade Pickett. He was the odd man out. But the way they were doing, the way they looking like they gonna do Shedeur. Midon, where you see that at? I know Dylan Gabriel ain't get suspended. Don't even know He talking about he don't. But just what I said, but I'm just saying, if he talking about modified team reps, was that result of Joe Flacco? Because if you think about it, Shedeur and Joe Flacco had the same numbers. 11 on 11, non-modified. But see, I don't know who to believe. I don't know. You seen what Andrew did though? What part? I ain't watch the whole thing. Oh man, every day they make it. That's what I'm saying. That's why I said. Like I said, when they trade Shedeur, would they give people their money back for the jersey purchase? Nope. Now, I'm gonna tell you this. It been a couple years ago, but I did see Fanatics. I don't know where you got the jersey from, but Fanatics, NFL Shop, they really all connected. So I seen they had like if the player got traded, that they had like a trade exchange. Like you could mail the jersey back in and get the new jersey. But I doubt they're gonna do that with Shedeur because he done sold so many. I doubt they do that. It's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard to what's the name? To exchange all them jerseys. I'm just like, it's gonna be hard. But me, I'm still gonna rock my Cleveland Brown 12 cause just like y'all, we don't pay their money for their jersey, and we ain't even got to wear it to a game yet. Modified and when the coaches on the D-line at as a defender. Not no 11 on 11. He said team. Was it true that there was a physical altercation must have doing Dylan? It couldn't have been. Dylan Gabriel don't even look like he want that type product. And the jealousy real with Shedeur. I don't know what, I ain't heard that. Cause that would have been everywhere. Feel like he been outplayed. How he getting outplayed? He getting more reps. Well, the 4 reps are part of the consequence that Barry was talking about. No, it couldn't have been because they been doing Shedeur like this since OTAs and minicamp. Bruh, come on now. This my opinion. Y'all read these articles. I ain't even getting into that. Y'all would think what you want to think. It was a shove. I don't know. Not true. Y'all stop posting that lie. Look, I don't know where she seen it. I ain't see it. It is everywhere. Man, look. I don't look. If it ain't coming from the source I be looking at, I don't be believing it. Cause they putting, I'm telling you, they putting any and everything out by Shedeur. Man, Broncos Dylan gave us Shedeur stats. Who would become QB1? Seen as a better fit. I don't see nothing about no Dylan Gabriel pushing, shoving Shedeur. I don't see none of that. I don't know what y'all were looking at. Where y'all found it at? Kevin basically said Shedeur dumb. They been saying that. That what Mary Kay was saying. I got no snap, never too much, my lord. Please, Trey, I'm listening to the show. You guys are watching it right from every dimension. What you mean you watching it? Listening to one of the Cleveland media guy. He was out there. He said it's not a corner competition, bro. That G Bush. I was in there. They gonna bury him in the bench. Bury you. Bury us. Now they damn a fan of Shedeur, trade him to the Jet. That's why I was saying what I'm saying. They watching AI channels. I don't know what they looking at. That's what I'm asking. I don't know. I ain't see that. I just looked it up. I don't see nothing about that. I don't know who posted it. That's the thing. Who posted it? Just like as a backup on any other team in the NFL, and Kenny Pickett sure is. Everything Barry said today, Mary Kay said the other day. Shedeur won't be on the team come preseason. I'm thinking more Kenny Pickett, but yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they did trade Shedeur. Because like I told y'all, this man is still I know we in the second day of training camp. But he still ain't got no 13 rep. Not even one rep. Like, and to get 4, he had 8 yesterday. And y'all was looking at the 3 for 8. When I told y'all, I was looking at it different. I was looking at it, dang, Shedeur got the most reps, even if it was one more rep than everybody. And now we turn around and look at this. He 4 for 4, 100% completion percentage, however you want to look at it. He only got 4 reps. But he completed all his passes. And probably going to take a look at Tony G and see what he say. And give him anything. Pickett is their starter. I don't see how. Tap into that black reporter from Cleveland. He live right now. Yeah, I know it. G. Bush. Yeah, I'm about to look at it. I'm just trying to get my point first. But that's why I say trade Shedeur. But people gonna say I'm clickbaiting, I'm doing all that. Get my channel. I can post what I want to post. That's all I'm gonna say. And I ain't saying it's happening. Big question mark. 3 for 11 on 11 11, 4 for 4 on 7 on 7. Hey, I don't know what to believe. Yeah, not getting 13 rep, bro. They want them to start, bro. That's what it is. I don't see how. But it ain't no competition, like G. Bush saying. I don't watch any other Cleveland show. That one I'm starting to believe now, because he be telling it straight. He getting bad snap, and not his fault. Not from what I seen. It's just you can't get in a rhythm. You can't get in a rhythm. He wearing gears tomorrow. What you mean wearing gears? The pads? I don't know. That's up to the coach. They supposed to be doing a 5-day acclimation period or something like that. I'm talking about. Yeah, I know it. But then we gotta stay patient. Brown probably gonna have 5 different starters at quarterback this year. It's gonna be a circuit. It's always a circuit, Cody. But that's why they can't never win nothing. They created their mess. Just like they've been creating mess. He laid down the real. He done. He off. He can't do now with what they giving him. I mean, Robert, I don't believe that. He did 77%. The pad that week. Won't fan be out there tomorrow? Yeah, they should be out there tomorrow. It's a conspiracy. They hate smart, confident, real black men. They are afraid of the Sanders family. Yeah, he a threat. Looking at y'all typing too fast. Hold on now. Look, hit that like button, subscribe, and share. Tell your friend about that Moneymane you already know. I watched that 09 ready for those joint practice versus Philly and Carolina. Remember the Cleveland threw all them. Dang, hold on. All them bottles on the field. When they do that, they have McDowell, Sanders fan review. They don't care about it. It's a losing organization. And they have been approved for a new stadium. Jets. Jamel, what's going on? Thunder playing against Shedeur playing against Shedeur. Nah, he playing against the Browns. Front office, head coach, general manager. That's who he playing against. You do now with it. What he get past that with? Okay. I'm trying to speed. Hold on now. I read slow. Moneymane need restructuring. They almost got rid of him. They almost fired him. See what's going on, man. For hour plus. He mad. I know it. He was out there though. I ain't got that accent like that. So all I can do is get on Google and see from how y'all seeing it unless y'all actually went out there. So I gotta take his word for it, and his word more trustworthy than the people that actually like getting more headlines than he is. It's crazy. Because of the community event, because they're mineral report that no one else had ever come which made the organization look worse. Nah, mirror work for kids. Nah, this been going on. This ain't nothing new. They try. You Cleveland fans, they better support the Cavs. I'm on every page with that, man. Y'all, come on to Detroit. Yeah, it ain't the ounce. Is it real new money, man? What you talking about? Wop wop. He was there. He went with the three today. 109 but kept snapping too low, and one had a leg brace on. Salute. What's going on, real? It would be free, fed, Mary Kay, fake and made to bear him on the bench. They don't want him. Start book out the Brown, don't go to the game, spend no money on that losing team. Miss Chantel, how you doing? I already done spent my money on that losing team. They got me tired. Get rid of full of it. G Wood was there. I'm glad that we can hear from him and not Grocery. Yup. What's going on, T? Jimmy and D already had told AB to play center. All this quietness from the fans is just portrait shit. Sanders would make the team. He already on the team. It the fact that is he gonna get like G Wood was saying, a real quarterback competition. This ain't no quarterback competition. I just got here. Shedeur get traded. Nah. I said they might trade him. And the way they looking at it, the way it going, they need to trade him if they ain't gonna give a fair opportunity or a fair chance. Man, don't like it. He want a game. I can't wait until Barry and Kevin Stevens get fired. Yeah, I knew we were gonna keep it real, yo. Stressing. Don't want Shedeur to be cut. He ain't gonna get cut. Ready for the old joint practice. Philly and Carolina would be the true test for the old quarterback. Salute. Not buying nothing from the Browns. Shedeur don't need no development. And the Bears that he can't sleep at night because of Quinshon K. He on the hot seat. Yeah. Man, trade it. Nah, that's my opinion. They need to trade him. But that was the report I was looking at from Adam Schefter talking about Justin Fields might have tore his Achilles, but then I just looked it up. It was just dislocated toe. That's why I said I'm going based on what I seen. Just like I know that dude reliable because he uncovered the NFL. That's why I, looked at what he looked at. Everybody. Wow, Ryan Edwards is on the fire. I know it. Appreciate you. Yeah, I'm trying to catch up. Y'all typing too fast. Fort Lauderdale got a new info on the case. Fort Lauderdale. Oh, you talking about Quinshon? Nah, I ain't see that. Man, I be doing other stuff during the day. I be looking up information and be getting it, but I can't sit down and watch the whole thing. Well, I was looking up most Shedeur stuff anyway. I was waiting for all this stuff right here to come out. That's what I was waiting for. Yeah, he done got off. That boy was on for a minute too.
About y'all. I didn't forget about y'all. Your boy G Bush. Fresh into the living room.
Y'all done seen it.
We pulled up, we got ready to go. We fresh off Brown's practice. And it's time to talk. It's time to get to it. We was out there today. It was a hot one.
Brown got everybody.
I learned a lot of things.
I'm confused.
Even though there was no pads, there's a couple of things that we got to talk about. And I'm going to give you why, in my honest estimation, from giving all the things that I took in today, from all the things we looked at training camp, from doing reading and body language and all that good stuff about how people move in person, I'm going to let you know right now, ain't no quarterback competition. You've been sold a bill of goods. I'll tell you why when we come back. Your boy G Bush, locked and ready. I told y'all I was going to tell the truth, and we got the truth ready to go for y'all right here on The Barbershop.
Look, I told you, collateral collusion. Y'all typing mad, and I can't read it all.
Atmosphere. You're next in the chair. Feel it home.
Better than who? Football and sports.
Yeah, I did read it.
It is a political entity. And always remember, it's not about what sometimes people say about you. It's about what they don't say about you.
I ain't no Brown fan.
Tone matters. Energy levels matter. And here's what I got from the energy level where I was at practice. It started early. Andrew Berry had a conversation. He had conversations with the media. Let me start off by him starting off his press conference with the note of Quinshon Judkins. Let's take a look at this. Let's take a look at this. Let me move my banner down. There we go. Browns general manager Andrew Berry declined to speculate on if the Browns would fail to sign running back Quinshon Judkins or let him go in wake of his domestic battery charge. The way I would say it is, I've learned in many of these off-the-field situations not to go too far into the future, Berry said. We'll deal with it day to day. You end up using a lot of mental energy in terms of hypothetical, then making a mistake.
I don't want to hear about no quick. I know that's a sticky subject for what might happen to him. What I told you, he ain't signed that.
I want people to be very.
They could release him. Like, bro.
We saw those 2 years. We don't want that occurring with any people. No. On the surface level, is what he's saying not, I mean, anybody will say, hey, we don't want anybody to get hurt, right? But what you have to talk about is
going on, Valsey.
And tone tells you a lot of times, and body language tells you a lot of times, which you won't see, not in person. When you look at those two statements, and when you talk about Quinshon Judkins and Mike Hall Jr., and the statements in the concrete nature, in a way that it tells you, there's one going investigation, we're not going to, and when he's attached to those plays. It's you like, man, why you looking at Susie? You're like, dang, bro, we talk about Susie all the time. Why? What's you? I'd rather not talk about this. I'm on my way home. I'll catch you. Read the tea leaves. Read the Shedeur Sanders. Yeah. I believe that Andrew Berry and Street barbershop, and you've been listening to the barbershop and you listen to me. I've been laying down the narrative from Jump Street. I've said from day one, I believe that Andrew Berry and Kevin Stefanski already had another plan that did not involve Shedeur Sanders.
It didn't.
I've always said that. Now, let's go to the field. Now, when you get to practice and you're looking around, let me throw out a couple of things just so I got to be able to keep it real. There's a couple of misnomers out here that we've been going with. And from mine, hold on, take this out. Somebody's blowing me up right now. I don't know who it is.
I got it pulled up. I just ain't played it.
Yeah. So let me tell you about this.
Hold on.
I was unbothered. You know what I will say about Shedeur? And I'll give him credit for it. Remember I told you Kevin Stefanski was unbothered? He was unbothered. This dude was out there talking to everybody he saw. The coach, the trainer. After every rep, he had his helmet off. He was by the coach. He was attentive. He was dapping everybody up. He was back there talking to every quarterback that came off the field. He had energy when he came out early. And think about this. He missed no throws. He gave every opportunity he got. He completed the pass. He was congratulatory to people. He was literally unbothered. He is in a great mental shape, and he is in a great mental place.
I knew that part. Where that Andrew Berry stuff at?
An opening day roster?
I do.
Is that, in light of the the asset that a quarterback is?
We've largely looked at the last 5 spots of a roster as more developmental spots, and that can come from any position. So if there are 4 that are 53-man worthy, and we think it makes the most sense for us to keep, then we will. Kevin and I might be the only ones who talk more about the quarterback position than you all, throughout the next couple of weeks, and it's something that we'll talk about consistently. I think you guys know us well enough that we work really well together in that regard. I think we'll get a lot more information over the upcoming weeks.
Quarterbacks. Do you see a
Man, this whole situation is just like I'm trying to get straight to the point. I don't want y'all to, attention span get less and less as we get older and more social media.
What is your idea? Kevin, when it
I
comes
think it was
to
yesterday.
quarterback competition, what is your ideal timeline to make a decision on that?
Yeah, I think with all things depth chart, certainly quarterback, I have a plan that's in pencil, and we have to take in information every single day, take in how guys are handling certain situations, and then adjust from there. But we'll get to those type of decisions later on.
But is it possible that maybe like the decision could linger all the way up until like maybe the week 1?
Till inactives come out on week 1, you're saying? Listen, I think the big thing for me is putting our guys in position where we can evaluate them. I think they did a great job in the spring. All 4 of those guys. We'll continue to put them in some situations, but ultimately, we'd love to make a decision sooner than later.
Kevin, when it comes to
Look, I don't know what's going on as far as what the Browns thinking, what they doing. This is all new to me. Because it been quarterback competition, but it ain't never been with this type caliber player and the hype around Shedeur. Like, I don't even know what to say about it. They're 2 reps. But the D-line right on them. Somebody ain't blocking. Somebody ain't blocking. But that's Sampson right there. Bro, look here. Let me see what y'all talking about. I'm trying to, man. You better get fired, whipping me off. The way they said, he said the speeding was not smart. It wasn't smart, but it wasn't smart. But I don't know what tone he said it in. Y'all got to give me time stamp. I ain't get a chance to watch the whole thing. I watched the beginning when he was talking about Quinshawn, but I ain't get to watch the whole thing up to the Shedeur. I had it up. What happened to it? They might have clipped it already. Hold on. But nah, man, this is they ain't clip it. They talking about Quinshawn.
When you get out there, the first misnomer that's going around is there is some sort of difference in the playbook. There's some sort of difference in the comprehension. There's some sort of difference in knowing the plays, knowing where to go with the football, understanding what the defense is trying to tell you. I will unequivocally tell you false narrative. Unequivocally false narrative. When it comes to the quarterback room and when it comes to them playing, first and foremost, all 4 quarterbacks, they look like they know the part. When they get to the line of scrimmage, they're calling it and they're going with it. They know where the checks is. For the most part, all the footwork looks the same. There is no difference in high-level learning, or this person can't get his steps right, or that person is miles ahead with learning. Unequivocally false. As a matter of fact, the Cleveland Browns got the practice schedule so like vanilla that there's no difference. It's very different. There's no difference in the drops. There's no difference in the cadence, the rhythm, what they're looking at. They do a very, Kevin, and I would expect this from Kevin Stefanski. They're very pragmatic in the way they go about coaching and the foundations. Right now, it looks like they're early in their process of installing what they want to do. And OTAs, and some of the video I saw, it was a lot more shotgun, a lot more throwing the ball, doing those things. Today, it was like learning to dance. It was like 1, 2, 3. Take the snap, 2-step, hand to the running back, fake rollout. Very scripted, very vanilla, almost down to the point where they done broke them all the way back down to the basics. And when you look at it from the throws, when they're doing quarterback individual throws, there's no difference. There's none. I mean, you can look at them and you can say who threw the ball well, who threw the ball different. There's no difference. Now, in terms of what you see from the velocity, there's one thing I will say, and I told this to Jason Lloyd because he was on the sideline. One thing people might be surprised at is Dillon Gabriel, yes, is short in stature. And when it comes, we'll talk about some of the pocket presence stuff that I think may be an issue. But when it comes to throwing the football, Dillon Gabriel does have a strong arm. When you look at it, most times you can look at left-hand quarterbacks from, you could go Boomer Esiason. You can go with Boomer Esiason. You can go with Matt Leinart. Sometimes there's a theory. It just Todd Marinovich, guys with the long left hand throwing. It seems like the throwing motion is not condensed. It's a little long and it's a little slower to get the ball out. I thought he throws a nice tight spiral. Now it's not it's not like the thing that was like, oh my goodness, he has the craziest arm I've ever seen. No, I'm just saying that one of the things I specifically wanted to look at was, let me see what the arm talent is looking like. And I will say, from looking at it on the sideline, I told Jason, I said, okay, all right, I see what you got. He throws the ball and he throws a nice out route. He throws underneath routes. He really throws a nice tight spiral. Now let me just tell you this: none of them, in terms of the quarterbacks, no balls hit the ground, really, because that's how rudimentary they were. So I wanted to start with that because people think I'm gonna come over here and hate. I ain't no hater, bro. I just tell you how it is. Right? Another thing that I will say is, you look at on the field, I was watching how people navigate to Shedeur and how he goes about.
They're going there rioting.
When we get back to it later on, I will talk about how I feel like what his path to playing is, because I think there's three places where I feel like he can get to get a path to the football field, because we'll get to the bombshell. I don't think there's no competition, right? I don't think it is. So now that we got that out of the way, let's talk about why I believe there's no quarterback competition. When you go back and you watch this, and I started watching practice, today, Joe Flacco, he started off with the first team reps. Yesterday was Kenny Pickett. Flacco started off today. It was regular. They were running screen passes. Wasn't no deep balls thrown or nothing like that. So in the team session, Flacco goes first. Second was your boy Kenny Pickett, right? And then third was Dillon Gabriel. In the team place, Shedeur didn't get no reps, right? He was just watching, right? So then as we continue to go, they broke off into 7-on-7s. On the right-hand side of the field, they went down to the right field. It was Joe Flacco and Kenny Pickett. On the left side of the field, it was Dillon Gabriel and Shedeur Sanders. Now, during that period, Kenny Pickett got picked off, and it looked like it could have been a pick six by Grant Delpit. Now, I don't know if they ran the wrong route, but it was a pick six. It was a big play by the defense. Joe Flacco, they mixed in and out, and Joe Flacco was in there. He didn't really do anything crazy, like anyone no crazy throws or nothing like that, but that was a big play on that field. When they were running on the other field, Dylan Gabriel, Shedeur Sanders were moving in and out. They were working on underneath routes. As I said before, most of what you saw today was them installing basics. And if I'm being clear about it, it looked like a run install day, because that's the another big takeaway I took away from this practice is that the Cleveland Browns, they're gonna be running this football early.
They're gonna I told you they're gonna run a lot of
be running this doggone ball early. I mean, look, maybe it was the install day that I was there, but boy, I mean, Pierre Strong was getting touches. He had a nice day today, but too. Dylan Sampson was a little bigger and faster than I thought he was, which is exciting. But in terms of what we looked at,
look here, I'm gonna tell you this real quick. Let me tell y'all this real quick. Cause look, y'all hit that like button, subscribe, and share, and tell your friends about the Moneymane. You already know. But I told y'all, if the Browns would have just drafted Shedeur, it wouldn't have been no quarterback competition against Joe Flacco and Kenny Pickett. It would have just been start Shedeur. They drafted Dylan Gabriel because I told y'all that what Andrew Berry wanted. They wanted Dylan Gabriel, and Kevin Stefanski, they wanted Dylan Gabriel. Shedeur got drafted by the Browns because he was their punishment. It's becoming more and more clear. Appreciate your morning coffee. And Coach Brian really went to Temple, to Colorado, skipping clean. They tell what we need to know. He gonna go see 12. He gotta go see Shedeur. He ain't about to see Shiloh, and just because of them, he ain't gonna go see his son. Nah, I don't believe that. He going to Cleveland. He coming to Cleveland. He coming to Cleveland. But nah, yeah, DJ, it coming more and more clear about my scenario, my opinion. I gotta say that because I ain't trying to get sued. That the Browns' punishment was to draft Shedeur because of the collateral collusion with Deshaun Watson. It's all connecting. And then the NFL case, the NFL collusion case, connected with Deshaun Watson. Collateral collusion against Shedeur. The Browns traded the number 2 overall pick 2 weeks before the draft. That Shedeur slander came out 2 weeks, a week and a half before the draft from the Giants. Shedeur fell to the 5th round when he was projected a top 3 pick. Now we surprised that the Browns treat Shedeur like this? No. I told y'all they drafted Dylan Gabriel. First, because they wanted him. And second, because it wouldn't have been no competition if Shedeur got drafted. And that's the only one. They didn't draft Dylan Gabriel to compete to be the starter. They drafted him to be the 3rd string. But they knew they had to draft Shedeur. It makes sense now for you to trade out the second spot when you weren't even looking at Shedeur at the 2nd spot. You weren't even looking at Shedeur at the 5th spot. In the 1st round, I'm talking about, in the 1st round. Because you traded the 2nd overall pick 2 weeks before the draft. Andrew Berry and the GM for the Jaguars, they did an interview and said that they had the deal made 2 weeks before the draft. The only reason why they probably didn't agree to it or were holding it and then put it out there, because sometimes it'll come out before the draft, is the Browns wanted to see what Tennessee was going to do. Because it was talk. What I was looking at, videos I was watching, people I was listening to, they were saying Shedeur was in play to get drafted number 1 overall to the Titans. Now, if I were the Titans, I would have drafted Shedeur. Ain't nothing against Cam Ward. He good. I think Cam Ward can play. But you see what's going on with Shedeur. You want that type coming in as a new coach, as a new GM in Tennessee? Look, I want the biggest hype, the biggest name to get me out there on front page, everything. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, when Tennessee canceled their visit, they knew. Yeah, that when they knew. But that's what I'm saying. Like the Browns already knew they weren't drafting Shedeur at number 2 or number 5 because they knew they had to get him 5th round or later because of that collateral collusion against Deshaun Watson. I'm telling you, the Browns, this getting so connected. It's ridiculous. They didn't want to pay him that guaranteed money. They didn't want to pay Shedeur that guaranteed money. You can't pay your punishment player fully guaranteed money. Bro, you sound great. The entire front office flew to try had a meeting with 12. But did they get him in number 2 or number 5 pick? How I sound crazy. They were getting info from they wanted 12. But it wasn't 55 still. They ain't got nothing to do with drafting 12 or number 2 or number 5. Paying Watson, they ain't got nothing to do with it. What they owe Watson, because they still gonna have to pay Watson regardless. Because they paying Mason Graham that $40 million. They still got to pay Watson. So it didn't matter if they drafted Shedeur number 2 or number 5. They still were going to have to pay Shedeur either $46 million or $40 million if they drafted him in the first round. Because they still got to pay Mason Graham $40 million. Just because they got to pay Deshaun Watson, that ain't the reason why they didn't draft Shedeur. They didn't draft Shedeur because they didn't want to pay him that guaranteed money. And they didn't want to condone what he stood for. I'm telling you, bro, it all connected. The collateral collusion. You can't have 2 fully guaranteed quarterbacks on your roster, especially when you're getting punished because you almost started a whole precedent that could have made the owner's power diminish. It's about power, control, and money. It ain't about none of that other stuff. It ain't about Shedeur character. It ain't about Shedeur was arrogant. It ain't about Shedeur need to be humble. It ain't about none of that. They put them narratives out because they knew they were colluding against Shedeur. And when you put them narratives out, you can't file a grievance against collusion if the narrative is that you did this stuff during the pre-draft process. Who gave the punishment? The NFL. They met. Look, let me explain it. That's why I was breaking it down. No quarterback on the roster. No quarterback on your roster are guaranteed. No quarterbacks on your roster are guaranteed. NFL and the owners, right, T? They the one that gave the punishment. They had a meeting. That's what the NFL collusion case was about. Deshaun Watson guaranteed money. Roger Goodell and the owners, they met, and Roger Goodell told them, y'all don't give no other quarterback fully guaranteed money. Lamar Jackson, Kyler Murray, and Russell Wilson, they was up for their re-up, and they seen what contract Deshaun Watson got, even with the allegations. He got fully guaranteed with the allegations. Lamar Jackson wanted that. Russell Wilson wanted that. Kyler Murray wanted that. The owners met, and they said no. That's why the NFLPA filed a collusion case. Now, it all connect back with that dude, with the NFLPA dude resigning. He was in cahoots with the NFL. I ain't connected him to it all together yet, but better believe I'm working on it. How he connected, because he agreed. This is what I do know. The NFLPA that resigned, the executive, whatever the title was, he resigned because of whatever investigation going on, and I think it got to do more with what Mr. Eric Jackson doing with that $100 million lawsuit. I think it got something connected to do with that. But the NFLPA dude that resigned, he agreed with the NFL to hide the verdict from the players about the collusion case, because they had a time period. It was a time period after the verdict came out to where players that felt like they had been colluded against, they could file a grievance. But they didn't announce it until after that time period was up. Get that big poster, boy, and make a time. I might need to do that because everybody don't know. Should be easy to trade him or cut him, right? No, it ain't gonna be easy. But the only thing I can tell you is if a team that really wanted Shedeur and they knew they couldn't get him because the only team that could draft him was the Browns. In my opinion. Allegedly. The only team that could draft Shedeur was the Browns. Now, if it was another team that's out there that really wanted Shedeur, but they knew they couldn't get him, then yeah, they might trade for him. But I'm telling you, it need to be a team that gonna believe in him. I told y'all from the jump, the Browns didn't believe in Shedeur. They did not. All 32 teams, you can't say all 32 because some of these teams didn't even need a quarterback. The teams that needed a quarterback, they were part of that collusion too. Who said the Browns were broke? Ain't none of them teams broke. Ain't no NFL team broke. Lose control. They can't lose control, Mr. John. They can't. That's why you can't give up. You can't start a new precedence or a new trend of giving players fully guaranteed contract. You're going to start at the quarterback. Then it's going to go down to the running back. Then it's going to go down to the receiver. Then it's going to go to the D-line, then the offensive line, then the linebacker, then the safety, then the corner. Then it's going to be the kicker. You can't start that because now all 53 men on the roster want a fully guaranteed contract. That mess up your bottom line. They making so much money. I can't even add this because I got to make the video first before I say it. So I don't even want to give it away because I don't know who in here. You know, people be. I don't want to say nothing. Somebody go make a video and use my stuff with my mind and what I'm saying. So look, I already done said what I'm saying now, so I'm cool with that. But the new stuff, I can't say it right yet. But it fit right there in there. It fit right there in what I was talking about. What I was gonna say. Ain't nobody boycotting the NFL football. Ain't nobody boycotting football. It's gonna be almost impossible to get people to band together to ban football. The boycott football. Not gonna happen. My own friend with Xavier Wood, there who played for Titan, told me the player was mad. They didn't trust to do what they wanted. Look, I'm telling you, and the media were putting Cam versus Shedeur for no reason. For no reason. They were putting Cam Ward versus Shedeur for no reason. That's why they showed that well-off media clip talking about Shedeur asking for Cam to get on the track. And he said, nah, I play football. They ain't got nothing to do with nothing. I ain't giving up on Shedeur. It's just the fact that the quarter, like G. Bush saying, I said it too. It got to be a foul competition. Yeah, Patrick, you told me. I told you. I wouldn't be mad if he went to the Jaguars. Because I'm telling you, he would be welcomed with open arms and it would make Travis super happy. That organization would do anything for Travis. The Jaguars. They said that on his video. They said it. They said that they sell. I don't know how to deal with the top college players staying in school longer. That's part of that. That part of that prime equity, or Jizzy. That part of the prime equity, what I was talking about. When them top players, and I use Quinn Ewers as an example, that he could have got $8 million if he stayed one more year in college versus the 4 whatever million he got as a 7th round pick. And he only gonna get paid $1 million and some change. Well, it ain't even probably $1 million. He gonna get paid a couple $100,000 a year when he could have made $8 million in 1 year. Wait till them boys start coming in here and saying, nah, my minimum contract, my minimum rookie NFL contract, if I fall out of the 1st round or the 2nd round, or if I make less money that I was making in NIL college money, this gonna be my minimum what I made in college. Started on the college football team. Yeah, he played baseball first. As long as he's in Cleveland, the more his trade stock will get hurt. I ain't gonna say it's gonna get hurt. I don't think it's gonna get hurt because, like I said, it's gonna have to be a team that really wanted him and believe in him. It just ain't gonna be no random team that need a backup quarterback. I wouldn't think. Because you can go trade for any, if you just wanted a quarterback, you can go trade for any other quarterback other than Shedeur. If you're going to trade for Shedeur, that means you believe in him because of what he come with. Traveling would be on the sideline. Look, stay for grad school. They already do that. They already stay for grad school. They already do that. Look, it's going to be hard to work out. I ain't going to say it's going to be hard because they already done talk. But, like, is the Jaguar willing to do that? I don't even think they thinking about that. Yeah, then we ain't should do it. You right. No, I ain't got no whiteboard. I ain't got no whiteboard. Y'all want me to get one? Yeah, I need y'all to donate. Cash App going Cash App going across the bottom. Cash App going across the bottom. Super chat. Even though, I need the Cash App. I need that money right now. I gotta wait on that. When y'all super chat, I gotta wait on that money. I don't get that money right now. What I'm saying is, it ain't about the football team in Cleveland. I'm telling you, it is. Yeah, it's scrolling at the bottom. Savage AL21, but if y'all send it, I'll get one. I'll try to get one. I had to find one that a little on the cheaper side, but yeah, I could break it down for real with everything I done put together and pieced together. Oh, Brian here, agent. Now I do agree that's what they messed up at when Shiloh said that. They should have had a third party that was outside of them that could hear and talk to other folk that they probably couldn't talk to. That's what they should have did. That's what I'm saying, Miss Robinson. Amazon got them. I know it. But you know me. It's Moneymane. I don't do nothing. If I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it right. Y'all know that. I done told y'all that before. If I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it right. But no, like I'm saying, let's get back to G-Boy real quick. Let's see what he talking about. Do y'all understand my analogy? In my opinion, I gotta say that because I ain't trying to get sued. Y'all understand? Put W12 in the chat if you understand what I'm saying. If you don't, put L. And then what part you don't understand. It ain't got nothing to do with race. I don't think it got nothing to do with race. Not in this instance. What we talking about right here. For him getting reps and stuff. Yeah, the NFL, the only team, the only major league. I said that the other night. NFL is the only major sports league that doesn't have fully guaranteed or a minor league. And they making so much money. I can't say that part on here. I gotta wait. I gotta make my video before I say that. I gotta make my video and put my video out before I say that part. But it connect. What I gotta tell y'all, it connect perfectly with what's going on. They've been colluding, but just like police brutality and some other stuff, we ain't never been privy to or seen a lot. People got cameras now. People got the internet. People can look it up on their own. You can't hide so much. You can only hide so much stuff. I'm telling Jay, look, Jay, you just getting here. I ain't seen you in here before. I be trying to remember everybody. I ain't seen you in here like that before. Let you just sitting in the background not talking. But I'm telling you, I don't put 2 and 2 together to make 4 now. I'm telling you. I ain't never seen that like that neither, Amber. That's why I said that that $100 million lawsuit, he's shaking up a lot. I told y'all, they did not expect the fan support that Shedeur getting, and they didn't expect a lawsuit. Not even a lawsuit, but a lawsuit from a fan. And what he asking for, when he filed discovery, now you doing too much. That's what they saying. Now you doing too much. That's why I think that NFLPA dude resigned. And the other one behind him, he resigned. I'm telling you, colluding in the draft. It probably ain't the first time, because they probably did it against Lamar Jackson. But he ain't fall to the 5th round. Now, I can't prove the Lamar Jackson thing. But Shedeur? Yeah. The collateral collusion. It definitely collateral collusion. Protect the shield at all costs. Exactly. And that's why the Browns ain't even come out and say nothing. Everybody's saying the Browns is mad because Shedeur went out there to the hood and did that on his own. But that's why Shedeur is a threat. That's why he was the Browns' punishment. Y'all gonna give a quarterback a fully guaranteed contract and almost start something that was gonna change the whole way we operate. So now we don't know how to control Shedeur. We gonna give him to you. Now you deal with all that media. You deal with him and can't control him. You deal with it. That's why they mad Shedeur went out there to the hood, because they ain't going out there. And plus, he didn't even ask them. He didn't need them for nothing. Because I'm telling you, if Shedeur would have partnered with the Browns to do that, we would have still been waiting on it. It would have never happened. Not no time soon. Appreciate you, Gigi. Make it plain. I'm trying to. I used to teach. I used to be a teacher. What I learned is, I don't assume y'all know nothing. I don't assume nobody know nothing. I'm going to assume you don't know, and I'm going to explain it to you like you don't know, so you can understand what I'm saying. I'm telling you. He doesn't care for sure. Maybe you were punting for going. Think about it. Andrew Berry, the one that gave Deshaun Watson a $230 million contract. Come on, DJ. Hey, he the one that did it. What you think they did to him? What you think they said to him? That was not smart. he got a Harvard degree, and that was not smart. Come on now. The whole organization got punished. I'm telling you. Yeah, he did, but he was going to mess up the bottom line. Now, watch Smith resign. See, I had to go back and look at that. Nah, he was supposed to go to the Browns. He wasn't going to go undrafted. See, they don't believe me. I'm telling you. You ain't about to sit here and lie to my face. I done told y'all. Y'all got to even in real life. I ain't just talking about on here. Real life. You got to listen to the words people say. You got to listen to the word of what people say. I'm telling you, because Mary Kay done said some stuff where she said, I think, maybe, and then she say something. That ain't, so what is it then? You telling me, but then you say, maybe, I think. No, that's just your opinion. That's two different things. That ain't the truth. And that little Albert dude, Beer, whatever, I can't stand him. He the one that put out talking about Shedeur don't know the plays and stuff. And he said, I think. Every time before he said something, I think. Your boy said clickbait. Well, you just getting in here. Stop that.
In the practice, though, it wasn't a throw day. And even when they was throwing the ball, it was all underneath stuff. There wasn't nothing over the top, right? So I looked at it and was like, okay, well, let's see. At the end of practice, you did see Shedeur did get some reps, but it was with the 2s and 3s kind of on the goal line. And here's what got me to the point where I felt like I was comfortable in saying what I'm getting to right now. I believe straight up that the game plan for the Cleveland Browns prior to them drafting Shedeur Sanders was to simply take Dillon Gabriel as a, I guess, flyer quarterback that they could, develop maybe as a backup quarterback, whatever the case may be. And the plan when they traded Travis Hunter to get another first-round draft pick, I wholeheartedly believe that Andrew Berry has already preliminarily evaluated and fallen in love with a quarterback next year. That's the energy level already. Because in this practice, there seems to be no energy level around even practically seeing if Dillon Gabriel or Shedeur Sanders can play ball. It's not. Right now, it's Joe Flacco and it's Kenny Pickett. And as I talked to you before, remember what I said early on in the contest. Sometimes in life, it ain't about whether or not you good or not. It's about whether or not who's tied to you, whether or not who chose you, who picked you. This is people's career you're talking about. So when he says they come out and say it's a quarterback competition, that is a red herring. That is a red herring. That is only unjust. The same way they said that they was going out there, the same way that they was talking that energy, that they went out there to get Travis Hunter, and Andrew Berry talked about how Travis Hunter was so good and how he was generational and all this. And then they got a defensive tackle. Yeah. Kevin Stefanski is they're not invested in no quarterback competition, right? That's not, no. Their plan moving was to say, well, look, if we use Joe Flacco and we use Kenny Pickett and we can split them games up by 8-8, you know what I'm saying? We'll 8-7 or somewhere with that way. We might have an opportunity where we can fool people and bamboozle people to think we actually trying to win no games. But we're not actually trying to win no games. They ain't trying to win no games. They're not. I can tell you, because when you look at it, the goal now is instead of them doing the 8-8, when ownership, because by the way, it was ownership. Let me tell you that. By the way, now listen.
Look here, let me tell you this right quick. If y'all looking at a quarterback next year, and I'm Myles Garrett, Denzel Ward, I'll be mad because not only am I here, I done been here a long time, and now I'm wasting another year of my career, and I ain't doing nothing but getting older, and we ain't trying to win now? No, I'm not waiting another year to figure out the quarterbacks. Y'all need to figure it out right now so we can win right now. That's why with the NBA, that's why LeBron might leave the Lakers. Even though he said it, he probably ain't gonna do it. But what I'm saying is, if you that type caliber player, Denzel Ward, Myles Garrett, you want an opportunity to compete to win. Unless they got a different mindset. But the way they talk, the way what Myles Garrett said, I think he want an opportunity to compete to win. Like I said, I don't know what his really motive is, unless he just want to check and that's it. Because it's some players like that. They just want the money. They don't care about winning or losing or going to the Super Bowl. But I'm not banking my job off of next year when I almost got fired this year. And I ain't been getting it right since I've been here. I don't own the team. I just work for the team. I'm not taking no chances waiting on the quarterback next year. But the only reason why you do that, because you think you're going to still have a job. And unless you just happy being a loser. Now, if you happy being a loser, I don't want to fool with you. I can't. I'm a competitor. I like to win. I'm a winner. I can't fool with nobody that gonna settle and got that losing mentality and that mindset to the point you ain't even gonna compete. So you wasting these dudes' career. You wasting these dudes' career to whatever you trying to do with yours when all of y'all could be gone. Because the only one they're going to stay is the owner. Unless he sell the team. And who going to come with $5 billion to $11 billion? Who going to come up with that money to buy the team from him? Then he got to agree to sell it. Unless he forced to sell. Like, come on. The only one that got a guaranteed spot is the owner. Everybody else can go. So I'm not banking and waiting on next year on a quarterback that I'm going to have to do the same thing I'm doing this year too. He going to have to learn the playbook. He going to have to go through rookie minute count. He going to have to get adjusted to the speed of the game. I'm not doing that. That's the difference between Philly and Chiefs. That you see what a winning organization look like. Them teams, they ready to fire on all cylinders. They ain't trying to figure out who their quarterback is. They ain't trying to figure out how we gonna do this. They ain't think about next year. Like, come on. We gonna trade our second pick to get another pick first round next year because we gonna find our quarterback next year, but we gonna draft 2 quarterbacks this year. Like, come on, bro. Thank you, Ms. Weeks. Should do a start where you want everyone chill. The way it's going, he not. Yeah, because he wanted up out of there. Really said the same thing, Moneymane. What part? He clearly could have got way more from free agent. That had to be some guarantee they sold him. They would put out a better team going forward, incentivized. Yeah, you right. They had to tell them something, but if they were they lying? Was they lying, or were they, were they lying, or is they telling the truth? I'm telling you, like, look, I'm like G. Bush on this. I'm gonna keep it real with you. I ain't got no reason to lie. I ain't got no bones in there. I ain't got no money in there besides the hat and jersey I bought and the ticket. I ain't got nothing to do. That's why I don't care if a team win or lose. But because I'm not on the team, that's what I'm saying. But in this case, it's like, bro, what did Shedeur do for y'all to even act like this? Like, that's, and the thing I done told y'all, let me get back. I done told y'all this bigger than football. This a spiritual thing. He already said it, and I done told y'all this is a spiritual warfare going on. And y'all think what G. Bush saying and what they actions doing, you think it gonna some good gonna come out of that? No. Ain't nothing good gonna come out of that. Get what they're gonna do. Now, I want somebody to clip this right here. Y'all can clip this part right here. All them AI videos, y'all can clip this. What I'm about to say, clip this right here. They gonna end up having to play Shedeur when they don't want to. And what I mean by when they don't want to, I ain't wishing that on nobody. And I don't want to put that on nobody. But it ain't up to me. It's the way God moving. And I done seen it because it done happened with me. To where they try to keep you from playing. I'm just using football in this instance because it happened to me. They try to keep me from playing, like they trying to keep Shedeur from playing. And it became to where all them obstacles, everything they tried to do was moved out the way. Not by the person, but God moved it out the way and said, "No, this is what about to happen." Shedeur they're gonna be forced to play Shedeur. If they keep doing him like this and they give him a fair chance and opportunity, they're gonna be forced to play him. Why would I say clip this AIs? Clip this AIs. They're gonna be forced to play Shedeur if they keep doing what they're doing. I'm telling you right now, it's bigger than football. It's bigger than football. This is ridiculous. If you got a fair competition and Shedeur loses the competition, then I ain't got nothing to say. But if you going up there talking a certain way, and then your actions showing, like y'all saying, body language, he ain't getting reps in practice. You showing something different than what you talking. And I don't like folk that lie. You ain't about to sit here and lie to my face. It ain't no quarterback competition. Because I told y'all, if Shedeur don't start getting 13 reps, I'm done. The Browns is done. And they're going to have to be forced to play Shedeur. Like I said, I ain't wishing nobody to get hurt. But God to move them out the way. It ain't nothing against Flacco, Kenny Pickett, Dylan Gay. It ain't nothing against them. It's the whole situation and the folks that's supposed to be in charge, the decision they making, the decisions they trying to lie, beat around the bush, get behind, undermine, blackball, whatever word you want to use. That it don't work with folk that blessed. You can't do that. They been lying the whole rip. Yep. You can't do that, man. Like, you can't do that. You need to stop. You got a Harvard degree. And all them degrees in that Harvard law, whatever you done got, whatever his degree in, can't stop that. It can't stop it. You can't outsmart. You can't outsmart. You can't outsmart it. When it meant to be, you can't outsmart it. Like I'm saying, for it to be a fair competition, that's all I'm asking for. They gonna do about the quarterback situation. Man, look, Jay, I ain't even gonna put it past them. They lose every game if they don't play Shedeur. But like I said, they're gonna be forced to play him. Then when he get in there, it's over with. Ain't no turning back. Cause you tried to undermine him. Now when he get in there, it's all his. Ain't no turning back. Ain't no turning back. Hit that like button, subscribe, and share, and tell your friend about that Moneymane. You already know how many likes I got in here. I ain't want to even studying. Man, I got 400 people in here and 171 likes. Come on now. And the Bible said he will make your enemies your footstool. I'm telling you. Step on them, move the mountains out the way. Man, Harvey is a coat. Having a degree from Harvard ain't no flick 2025. You might be right. What did trade all about? Too light from my house. The music now. Hold on, me Don. Everything worried about it. True. That man, folks. I'm telling you.
And I'm not ripping. I didn't tell nobody. I ain't talked to nobody. But I'm gonna tell you exactly what happened. Ownership said, "Man, give me Shedeur. I'm gonna pick him right quick." That threw a monkey wrench in that game because Shedeur can actually play. He can actually play. To be truthful, as I watch each 4 of them throw the football, he's just as good as any other 3 of them. As I said, none of them look bad, right? They're doing rudimentary stuff. But when it comes to throwing the football, he's just as good as the rest of them. That goes for Flacco, whatever. Pickett, whatever. But here's the thing. It's what type of opportunity will you get to show that? What type of opportunity will you get to display that? And let me remind you, these are jobs on the line. These are people's career on the line. And the move to trade back is about a quarterback. It ain't about nothing else. The problem you have now is, let me tell you about the competing stimuli, the competing factions. Andrew Berry seemed a little on edge to me today. Kevin Stefanski seemed like he was killing. Hey, listen, Kevin Stefanski had the unbothered look on. When he's talking about competition, like, whatever. You know, hey, listen, competition, these guys did a pretty good job in the offseason. And, you know, Andrew Berry even alluded to the fact that he thought that the offseason program was nice and that Kevin Stefanski put the team guys in a position where they had to compete. Kevin Stefanski had the unbothered face on today. Chilling, walking apart. Andrew Berry said he was losing sleep. The problem, and you ask yourself, how does this work? The problem is Andrew Berry has to survive in order to even use the pick he traded for.
I just said.
I'm in full mode in saying this. There's no way Andrew Berry can survive a 3-win season. He just can't. Not to mention the fact that 2 of your first picks that you had are missing games, right? The principle of what they wanted to do was obvious when I was at practice. They are going to run the football. And the crown jewel of the run game was Quinshon Judkins, and he's suspended. They don't even know if they can sign him. That don't fall on Kevin Stefanski. That don't fall on him, because now you give Kevin Stefanski an out card. You say, listen, I want to run my offense. I want to run my offense. It wasn't my decision to move on from Nick Chubb, that front office. Quinshon Judkins was unavailable the first 6 games. I'd use Pierre Strong. There's levels to it, right? And the reason I say also, going back to the goal line with Shedeur Sanders as to why I think this competition has been like, it ain't no competition. This is a wait out game. They cool with giving 4 games to Flacco, 4 games to Pickett, 4 games to Gabriel, 4 games to Shedeur. One person might get 5, the other people get 4. You know why? I literally think they're okay with that. And if you do that, you don't have enough information either way to make a determination on if somebody is good, bad, or indifferent. Do you? That's another plausible, deniable thing. When you have 4 quarterbacks and you're interested in keeping 4 quarterbacks, that means you're going to play all 4 quarterbacks, or you think you might want to play all 4 of them. And if you split it up evenly, there's no way that you can go to the bank and say, you're going to tell me you're going to pass on a quarterback that you may have liked for 3 years because guy played 4 games pretty good. Worst case scenario. But there's also something that people that want to see Shedeur Sanders play or Dillon Gabriel play, there's one thing that they can work with is the fact that there's a person, an inspector, standing over all of it, and that is one Jimmy Haslam. To be honest, Shedeur's best plan of option is Jimmy Haslam. We'll talk about that coming up a little bit later. But let me get to this. This dawned on me as they were taking reps on the goal line. Shedeur was in there with the threes, I believe. And the first snap that Shedeur had was a low snap. The ball basically like dribbled to him. They blew the play dead. Bad snap, defense goes crazy, right? Horrible. Like it was like it was literally horrible. Like he basically hit a ground ball to him. The second play, they come back again. Center snaps another low one. And this time the whole left-hand side gets blown up. It was, I don't know what they was running. Guy came free. Couldn't even throw the football. It was like literally 1,000, 2,000, right? There was a third play where it just looked, I don't even know what play they was running. Like, I was just like, and then it dawned on me. This is the problem that you have when you have the deck stacked against you. So to me, if, as I say, that there is no difference in the skill level, right? There's no difference in throwing the football or whatever the case may be that prohibits him from taking first team reps. The problem is when you are playing with the threes and guys that aren't going to be on the squad, there is no literal way in which you can definitively prove yourself because you're at a disadvantage. You're playing with guys who aren't going to be on the team or are borderline pros. So now in camp, offense is always behind defense. So now for you to make a splash, for you to make a dent, for you to make anything move, you're going to have to make plays. So now you're counting on the third round receiver to get open and catch the ball and not drop it. You're counting on the left tackle to pick up that blitz that you audible to. You're counting on the running back to punch it in on the goal line. You're counting on, if it's a 2-minute drill, that guys know the routes, and it's an uphill battle. To be honest, if you switch any of the quarterbacks and you put Kenny Pickett with the threes, he wouldn't look good either. You put Joe Flacco with the threes, he wouldn't look good either. The problem is, it's a self-fulfilling prophecy. How can you make plays when you don't have the level around you? But if you do make plays with that level or group of people, they don't count it because it's with the threes. I mean, exactly. it was garbage time. I mean, does that really count? I mean, we can't even look too far into that, can we? I mean, it's garbage time. You're with the threes. We can't read too much into that. See, that's the game that you're against. And when I mean that the deck is stacked against you, it's if you were having a legit quarterback competition, and a legit quarterback competition means everybody has a right or a share. Let me not say right, because no one has a right to anything, right? You got to earn what you get. So I don't want people to get misconstrued. But if there was a quarterback competition, which you said it was, every single person would be getting the availability to play with the highest level competition and against the highest level competition. If you want to see who's the best quarterback, it's simple scientific method. You put one quarterback in who's playing with the ones, who's playing against your best defenders. You chart and see how they did. Okay, next day, let's see if that was Flacco. Next day, Kenny Pickett. You're playing with the ones. You're going to go against all the best defenders. We'll see how you did in practice. Next day, Dillon Gabriel. Next day, Shedeur Sanders. Now, any comparison that you have is apples to apples. There's no conjecture. There's no, well, if you look this way, or who was he playing with, or why was this happening? You would need that because you would know your scientific method is solid. You are using the same competition. You're all thrown to Jerry Jeudy, David Njoku. You all have Jack Conklin. You all have Joe Bitonio and DeJuan Jones up front. You got your number one running backs. So now there is no jailbreaks or bad snaps. You can simply evaluate based on who is making the right decisions, who's throwing the ball, who's most efficient, and who has the most talent. In this case, and the way the things are set up, this is not the case at all. Now, Kevin Stefanski did say yesterday, I want to be accurate, that this is the setup for this week. However, next week on Sunday, I practice Saturday. On Sunday, he'll gather around, he'll get with the staff and talk about whether or not they want to adjust some things. Now, granted, some people will be in the chat and they'll say, well, G. Bush, you're doing too much. It's too much extra. It's just second day of practice. There's no whatever. There's no pads. Yeah. You don't have to tell me none of that. I understand it because I done played the game. I done been through these practices. And that's why, therefore, I understand and know that at this point, as you see in the screen, there is no competition right now. And I must say, right now, the deck is stacked against them. Now, after I get to some of these comments, 2,585 people, wherever you are, please.
Yeah, a lot of now. GG. Mid-text, you right. You got to see the unseen. And then, Savvy, you talking about 13 rep. Look, I already done spoke on it. I don't like he's saying it right now, but this been going on. And like I told y'all, if he don't start getting 13 reps, just like G. Bush said, it ain't no fair competition. You can't call it a quarterback competition if, like he just put the scenario, which should have been from the get-go, we could have been solved all this. We could have been solved all this. You could have been determined who you want at quarterback. Like, you ain't give him a chance to compete with the ones and against the ones. Y'all ain't like, I don't know, they had to like Shedeur a baby or something. Like he got to be taught how to walk. Like he ain't throw for 4,000 yards and 30 touchdowns almost every college year. I don't get it. Like, man, them Browns, they probably ain't never gonna get it together. It's something over there. Yeah, it's the punishment. It's something over there. I don't know if it's got to do with the owner, if he got to do with the people. Like he didn't produce Ironman, right? And like, I don't know what it is over there, but they ain't never been right. That F and late. I don't know what it is. Maybe they do need to move and build a new stadium to get away from this bad mojo, whatever you want to call it. Bad spirit. Maybe they do need to move, but pertaining to Shedeur, look, come on now. Y'all got to make it fair. You got to make it fair, man. This is ridiculous. I'm telling you, like, I can't even play the music with these clips.
Was acquired. He made it abundantly clear. Kenny Pickett, when he came in here and when he first was acquired, he made it abundantly clear that he's coming in here to start. He doesn't want to sit. And I know you feel the same way. So just between you two guys, how, what is that like to be out there every day, knowing that, that you have to beat each other out? And
Listen, I think we're all aware of that. And, it's not necessarily talked about between the two of us, but you obviously know what you have a little bit of insight as to what they may be thinking. And it goes back to like, that's just focusing on, like when you're focusing on Kenny or Kenny's focusing on me, and then we're super focused on that in general, it's kind of the wrong mindset to be in.
Kenny Pickett, when he
Mayor K be asking the dumbest questions. How you get in contact with them? B.Y. be on it, bro. He said that today. I need to be on there when he doing it. Man, look here. Hold on.
Bath in Berea. Browns training camp report, day 2, presented by Maloney and Novotny. Practice started, it was 94 degrees with a 101 heat index. Nevertheless, Browns were on the field for about 75 minutes. They had extended water breaks and more of them, plus cooling fans on the sideline, but they still got surprisingly, a lot of work in. We'll get to what happened on the field, but prior to practice, General Manager Andrew Berry addressed 2 issues, really more than 2, but the predominant one was Quinshon Judkins. I thought Berry was uncharacteristically blunt about the future of Judkins. He said it's to be determined. He said they're still gathering facts, and it's day-to-day his future, which means the Browns have not committed one way or the other just yet. They haven't gone out and gotten another running back. This thing could still clear up, but right now he is still absent without a contract. That seems to be the least of Judkins' problems at this point. On Shedeur Sanders' 2 excessive speeding violations, the general manager said it was not smart. It's something we've addressed with him. He understands the consequences. However, Shedeur was out here today, and he had a little bit better day than day 1. One other thing on Berry, he said he has seemed very amenable to keeping 4 quarterbacks at the roster cut to 53 and wait perhaps for a team to come calling throughout the season, at least throughout the first month of the season. We've been talking about that a lot. He confirmed he's amenable to that. On the field, okay, there were roughly 4 passing drills today. There was originally 11 on 11. Joe Flacco was back as the number 1 quarterback there, followed by Kenny Pickett and Dylan Gabriel. Shedeur Sanders completed the day in a red zone 11 on 11. Also, they were 2 spotting again with the rookies on one field and the veterans on the other. Here's the numbers on the quarterback tracker today. Joe Flacco overall 4 for 10. Kenny Pickett 9 for 11, but he had 1 fumble, 1 sack, and 1 interception. Dylan Gabriel was 6 out of 8. Shedeur Sanders was 4 out of 4 in the 1 period. The second period, he had 4 reps and failed to get a pass off. There were some problems with the third string center there, an aborted snap, a keeper out of bounds, and a couple handoffs. So that's the way the quarterbacks went today. David Njoku was back on the field after being absent for personal reasons. Jerome Ford was still out, but he's here. And General Manager Kevin Stefanski said it's a minor injury and he'll be day-to-day. Also, Jordan Hicks still out for personal reasons, undisclosed. And that's about it from day 2. We will be back tomorrow. So the gates will open for fans for the first time, but if you don't have a ticket, you might be out of luck because attendance is very restricted and limited this year due to construction going on that will go on across the street. So that's it from day.
Look, y'all. Mia Robinson, I told you from what I seen, them clips from Shedeur, he ain't do bad. Y'all was just looking at the 3 for 8. Hey, I ain't look. Me and Pamela, they count as a view too. I just be annoying them. So we need to go to bed so you can get over and go to work on time. Dad already has your own that. Told her at the 5. Who said he was late? Yeah, he would be the one. He don't like Shedeur at all. They don't never mention all that stuff about the community. They ain't gonna bring that up. They're too positive. Yeah, they definitely gonna be repping that 12. No, boy, you ain't rooting for Cleveland, you rooting for Shedeur. What reporter? Y'all gotta give me a name now. Yeah, sure, it's construction. Yeah, with 12. That man crazy. All I can say, man.
But we did. Now watch this. They said I was flash, just Prime's little man. Till I dropped bombs with a wrist full of plan. Went from HB's heat to the draft day screen. Now I'm suited up, throwing dots in the league. They ain't posted grind, just posted the goal. They didn't show the nights when my mind went cold. Now I'm front page, game got clean. 12 on my back, but I still rep the drone. They ain't believe me, now I'm throwing threes. FP gold, throwing touchdowns with ease. Hold them all, just give me time. Now the whole world see I'm prime. They ain't believe me, but I stay down. No chain on froze, now I run this time.
I think they're perfect.
Check the tapes, I ain't missing a clutch. Pockets stay clean, don't fold on the rush. Media talking, but my stats speak loud. Went from memes to the face of the crowd. I ain't just a QB, I'm a brand with a code. Every step I took had to carry that load. But I ain't blink once, I just step with grace. Now my data screenshot every play I lace. They ain't believe me, now I'm throwing threes.
Hey, y'all can do that.
Gold, throwing touchdowns with ease. Told them all, just give me time. Now the whole world see I'm prime. They ain't believe me, but I stayed down. Put chain on froze, now I run this town. They ain't believe me, but I stayed down. Put chain on froze, now I run this town. They didn't believe I could lead. Didn't believe I could win, but belief ain't required. Results are. From the Sandlot throws to the Pro Bowl dreams. Built from fire, raised by kings. They ain't believe me, but I believe twice. Now I'm
they ain't believe.
They ain't believe me, now I'm throwing threes. FP gold, throwing touchdowns with ease. Hold them all, just give me time. Now the whole world see I'm prime. They ain't believe me, but I stayed down. Chain on froze, now I run this town.
I ain't believe, but get what?
Moneymane, you already know.
We gonna make it.
Started from the bottom of the bottom.
We gonna make it.
Downtown, stand up. We gon' make it even when the rent was late. Daddy gone, mama cried, I still pray. Brown town, baby, came up with the weight. Now I'm up, gold wrist, crown of fake. We gon' make it till they try to block the door. Turn that paint into the product, now I'm on the floor. They ain't think I rise, they ain't see the core. Now I'm ice cold focused, but my soul still warm. Still breathing. Run it up. Run it up. Opulence. Came from the silence, came from the grief. Daddy left early, now I lead like a chief. Brown town bricks, we was stacking belief. Now I talk wealth from the pulpit to the street. Used to share meals, now I share game. Put a plan in motion, now we building names. My brand got purpose, my chain got pain, but my future got prime. That's a whole new lane. I'm talking ownership. That generational pressure. Still stood tall. Sure. But we gon' make it even when the rent was late. Daddy gone, mama cried, I still pray. Brown town, baby, came up with the weight. Now I'm up, gold wrist, crown of fake. We gon' make it, they try to block the door. Turn that paint into the product, now I'm on the floor. They ain't think I rise, they ain't see the core. Now I'm ice cold focused, but my soul still ain't just rap. I'm a whole enterprise, built funnels, flip merch, now my money multiplies. From basement closets to luxury designs, that brown town thread came stitched with fire. Tears dried up, but the grind stayed loud. They ain't see me cry, but they gon' see the crown. This for everybody with a dream and doubt. Still got hurt, but I never bowed out. You feel that? Built for this.
Already did that. They ain't
Legacy
believe.
moves only.
I already did that job.
Yeah, let's go. Shedeur. Hey, 5th round. Watch this. Hey.
It's all.
Hey. 5th round pick, but I'm top tier. Kept my name clean, now the vision clear. Wrist on chill, mindset cold. Cleveland dog pound, I'm in that mode. Talk down, now they running stats. I was building plays, they was chasing clout. Everything prime, never been average. Turn low ball numbers to a brand and leverage. 5th round pick, now in the league. Gold AP1 on my sleeve. They ain't see what I repeat. Now it's QB1 with a master key. That's tough round, don't mean nothing to me. Tough round, still gon' charge that fee. Tough round, still gon' eat with ease. Run that check, run prime equity. Run it up, run it up, run it up. Let's go. Shedeur, run it up, hit it up, run it up. Let's go. Shedeur, run it up, hit it up, hit it up. Let's go. Shedeur, run it up, hit it up, run it up. Shade in motion, this real hustle. They sleeping on me, I just build muscle. Media fake, but the tape don't lie. Every throw I made, you can feel that pride. Draft day pain, I ain't trip on that. I was planning logo, stacking hats. Now it's jerseys moving, fans going crazy. They tried to box me in, that's fugazi. 5th round pick, now run the league. Gold AP1 on my sleeve. They ain't see what I repeat. Now it's QB1 with a master key. Tough round, don't mean nothing to me. Tough round, still gon' charge that fee. Tough round, still gon' eat with ease. Run that check, run prime equity. Run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up. Let's go, yeah. Run it up, run it up. They thought 144 was the end. Run it up. That was just my lungs cold. Run it up. Hey, 5th round. Nah, QB1, money tall. Game louder, run it up. Run it up.
Yeah. 5th round to 144.
Yeah. Fall, but I ain't know my soul. Talk to me now. Yeah. Pick 144, they play me low, I ain't cry about it. Slide in the draft, that paper don't match my body. Say I'm too loud, chains too icy, wrist too cocky. But I ain't beg for no favor, God still got me. Yeah, they ain't wanna see a young and black with pride. They rather see me fake, keep my shine inside. But I'm too real, I can't fold, that's facts. QB1 gon' walk out, AP gold on the tracks. All 4-4, they ain't know my soul. Drafted late, but my name still cold. QB1, I was made for war. Now they fans, they ain't hating no more. All 4-4, but I'm worth 10 mil. All 4-4, now they know I'm real. From the fifth to the field, I'm the deal. Promise he cut that seal. Yeah, oh, yeah, yeah. Talking down, but they can't walk in my cleats. They counting dollars, but I count receipts. Fans have my back when the suits turn ghosts. They talking stats, but I'm moving like the GOAT. I ain't play no politics, I just play ball. Let my jersey talk while they prayed I fall. Now it's Browns on my chest and they scared of the light. I'm the future of the league, they know I'm right. They know it. They know it. They know it. Hope for they ain't know my soul. I'm drafted late, but my name's still cold. On QB1, I was made for war. Now they fans, they ain't hating no more. Hope for, but I'm worth 10 mil. Hope for, now they know I'm real. From the fifth to the field, I'm the deal. I'll probably make when he cut that seal. Yeah,
Hey, I'm just trying to break the mold. We are all getting sad and angry. In the words of Bugger, the rejected would be respected. Yup. Hold on, let's look at it right quick. Sabbath talking about. Hopefully they did the right one.
Really intense practices.
You know, Kevin Stefanski, as we all know, rarely says anything of value in any press conference. It's all coach speak, no answers. But there were two things I found at least a little interesting. One was the fact that he said that they're going to kind of speed up the process to pick the starting quarterback.
Yeah.
And two, that he said that they're going to actually hit in practice, which they haven't really done in years past. What do you make of those two?
A couple
things?
Times they have.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, the first day the pads come on, there's usually like some, but by rule, like all the old inside run drill and stuff, that's all out of the mix now, right? So I do look for the tempo to pick up next week, and I do then think we'll be able to see how some things go. But this is a team that kind of has its 22 with a few exceptions, and then we want to see how the young guys, except for the quarterback, right? So I can't say they have the 22.
They got the 21.
Right. Yeah. So this is the first of 6 weeks of preseason, right? And week 4 is when they go to Philly. So you would love to have your
starter a little bit before.
Then you're still 3.5 weeks from actual games,
right?
And that's when you have 2 practices, playing the Super Bowl champs. You would love to go there and treat it like a game week,
right?
Because let the rookies and the young guys play on the weekend, but have your number one offense go against arguably the best defense in the league. So the ideal world, the Browns don't live in it, but that's kind of the timeline.
Yeah. Makes sense.
When you look at the 2 young quarterbacks, obviously it's always been big on Dylan and Shedeur. Obviously, you've seen them through spring, you've seen them through one practice. What would your depth chart look like after one practice?
Well, we're seeing a lot more of Dylan. The reps sort of even out, but he gets the chances with the first. Yeah. He always jumps in the first. Like they do a run through drill, and there's only enough guys for 3 units. So Pickett gets 2, and Dylan gets 2. Flacco gets 1. Shedeur gets 1. But as far as them seeing, what I see, Dylan has plenty of arm strength. I think he's been inconsistent. I think Shedeur has been mostly accurate on his good ones. When it leaves his hand, right? I didn't see him brimming with a ton of confidence yesterday. I can remember one good throw. So we'll see. It's hard. Like what I'm looking for, Tyvis, is are they getting rid of the ball quickly? And like I said, when they do know where they're going, when they want to go with it, how good does it look then? Because plays break down quickly. And the thing I'm really watching with Shedeur, not just this week, but more the next couple of weeks, is can he earn some chances? Because when you're out there with XFL guys,
right,
undrafted rookies, it's going to be hard. And Dylan, based on where he was drafted and based on mini campaign yesterday, is getting chances occasionally with the ones, but more with the twos, threes rather than threes, fours.
Going back to Bull's point about the hitting, and you and I talked about this while we were watching practice yesterday. You brought up the point, Kevin's in a tough spot. You want to hit, but you can't lose a guy in the preseason. But you were also one of the ones that pointed out last year was camp daycare.
Yep.
So where's the line on this? And Tyvus, you know this well from going through it. Where's the line on this of you have to hit and you have to play football to get ready to play football, but you can't expose guys to injuries?
Yeah, well, you got to do it early. Like Monday when the pads come on, I'm expecting like line up 11 on 11, and they're going to run Kevin Stefanski run plays at the number one defense, right? And nobody's going to be diving at Myles Garrett's ankles, and nobody's going to be playing through the whistle, right? But you have to do it, and you have to do it early. So, like when they go to Philly for those, the first time they go to Carolina, it's only one joint practice, and this is new to Kevin, both having two and only doing one. But
why would you go all the way down there for one practice?
Well, we're going to see. There's got to be a method to that, but I think it's just to test your guys.
They can play a game too,
but I think
it's still in game reps essentially, because in the game you're not going whatever.
It's controlled environment game.
And I don't know what scheme they run, but probably they run something that probably you're going to see in a regular season. So
something different than you see every day.
So it's like let's run some plays against that to see what could work and stuff.
But
like
that day in Philly, I think you'll see Joel Bitonio and Wyatt Teller and Myles Garrett for the first day, and then not the second, or at least not, right? You need those live reps, but you want to be smart about it. And then the preseason concludes, I believe, on August 23rd. You cut guys 3 days later. You still have 12 days then before you play. So there's plenty of – it's not a race, but you do have to do it at some point.
We were talking about the quarterback situation before the show.
Bro, I tell you, like going to be like a voice scrimmage JV. I don't know what it's gonna be like. I have no idea at this point. But hey, y'all, they're gonna do it. I've been on here long enough. Like always, I appreciate y'all for coming. Hit that like button, subscribe, and share, and tell your friend about the Moneymane. You already know, man. Ignore the haters. Just like Shedeur doing, ignore the haters. We breeding this positivity over here, no matter what these folk talking about. Y'all know how we get down. They're getting comfortable. Sure, they're not even getting a chance. You right, y'all. It's just that's the hard thing. But it all gonna work out for the good. Always GG. But y'all, it's gonna work out for the good. But but yeah, I gotta put that in there. But yeah, I don't let y'all vibe out. I got two more I want to play. Songs I got. But like I said, I appreciate y'all for coming, man. Them bangers still banging. Follow me on TikTok, The Prime Effect. We still going viral over there. Prime Equity is everywhere. Everybody using it on their TikTok. Everybody. But yeah, that thing is thinking. But all right, y'all already know what time it is.
They ain't wanna pay me, but they play me all day. Browns got rich off the way I throw plays. 4.6 mil, that's a joke on my name. I'm the prime of this era, better fix my pay. Money talking, they know I'm the voice. Brought the shine, brought the clicks, brought the noise. Give me what I'm worth, I don't flex for the toys. I bring dollars, legacy, and the boys. Money talk, jersey sales in the sky. I'm the headliner, prime time, I'm the why. For the meal tag, nah, that ain't gon' fly. Got millions for y'all, and I still ain't signed right. Y'all better recognize. I don't moonwalk, I run plays in the cold. Browns jersey lit, now the whole state sold. Pay me in equity, not just gold. Cause my brand too bold and my name too known. They keep receipts, but I print through wealth. Every highlight clip bring the league more help. They said I was fifth, now I'm top shelf. Giving y'all wins while I bet on myself. Come on. Money talking, they know I'm the voice. Brought the shine, brought the clicks, brought the noise. Give me what I'm worth, I don't flex for the toys. I bring dollars, legacy, and the poise. Money talk, jersey sales in the sky. I'm the headline, prime time, I'm the why. For the mil tag, nah, that ain't gon' fly. I made millions for y'all, and I still ain't signed. I ain't just a QB, I'm a CEO. Built the brand, now they all want the glow. From the interviews to the post-game show, I'm the one they follow, I ain't follow no code. Give me prime, Mickey, put my name on the clause. I made the Browns a movement, not a pause. Y'all can't cap my contract, cause I'm the future, baby. We're the Lions, cause yo, we ain't done yet. Woo! So I gave you headlines, gave you style. Every touchdown made the crowd go wild, but y'all still trying to lowball the foul. I'm the crown, not a child. Better run me my check, respect in the chain. I've been legendary since they doubted my name. Talk money talk, yeah, speak with my stats. Wrist ice cold, still I gave y'all the map. 4M rookie, nah, run it back. I'm the icon now, and that's just facts. You see the AP? Woo! Moneymane, you already know.
Yeah, boys. Let's ride. Brown Nation. Saddle up.
I'm riding through the dog pound, pressure on my back, dog 12 on my chest, got the whole field clapping back. From the mud to the lights, I ain't never cut slack. No, they counting me out, now I'm walking with a sack. Dog pound, we howl at the moon when it's dark. A QB1, baby, I was prime from the start. Let's go. AP on the wrist, gold chain on my heart. Got that country soul with that city boy spark. Came from the south with the fire in my soul. Boots in the grass, but my name in gold. They said fifth round, but I ball like pros. They ain't give love, now I'm taking control. I was raised on grit, prime told me to wait. Turn pain into motion, now I'm here to stay. Mama watched tears, now she watching me play. And the whole dog pound got my back every day.
Ride out. You see the number 12? Oh, pow.
I'm riding through the dog pound, pressure on my back. 12 on my chest, got the whole field clapping back. Mud to the lights, I ain't never cut slack. Now they counting me out, now I'm walking with a sack. Dog pound, we howl at the moon when it's dark. QB1, baby, I was prime from the start. AP on the wrist, gold chain on my heart. Got that country soul with that city boy spark. Browntown bandit with the playbook script. Maybach Park with the diamond drip. Turned out into touchdowns quick. Media hating, but I never did quit. I don't need no validation, just time. Prime equity coming that contract. Mine, they ain't wanna see me climb, but I've been him. Now I'm stepping on they line. Tell them pay me. Yeah, 12 coming. Ride slow, win fast. Dog pound dreams, barking through the Dow. Took the hard road, never chose the cloud. I'm the new era, what they talking about? Don't go 12, put respect on the route. I'm riding through the dog pound, pressure on my back. With 12 on my chest, got the whole field clapping back. From the mud to the lights, I ain't never cut slack. They counting me out, now I'm walking with a sack. Dog pound, we howl at the moon when it's dark. The QB1, baby, I was prime from the start. AP on the wrist, gold chain on my heart. Got that country soul with that city boy spark.
Let's go.
We're not just playing no more, we own it.
Moneymane.
Prime equity, prime equity.
Prime equity created by us. For us. Ualreadykno. Yeah. Draft day came, they lowballed the price. 5th round pick, but my name's the dice. Said I lost 40 mil, now I flipped it twice. Turned my story to stock, every throw in the rights. Jersey sales views, every clip gon' pay. But not to the team, that equity stay. NFL said sign this, I said wait. Let me build with the ones who don't split the plate. Prime me Rudy, I own my name. Not just a player, I built this game. Pay me what I create, not just to play. The money tied to move the prime way. Prime me Rudy, yeah. Prime me Rudy. Ooh, Shedeur and Moneymane. We set the tone. Legacy, no middleman, no crumbs off deals. I want dirty splits, I want brand appeals. Prime got a name that the league still flips, so we flipped it back, now we get the clicks. Every highlight, every chant in the crowd, gotta run my cup when the merch sell out. AI contracts, nil packs, you already know where the power at. Prime me Goody, I own my name, not just a player, I built this game. Pay me what I create, not just to play. Wings out to move the prime way. Prime me Goody, yeah. Prime me Goody. Ooh, Shedeur and Moneymane. We set the tone. Legacy. Shedeur. They measured my value on the field, but not off it. Moneymane jerseys, cameras, clicks, culture. We drive it all, so we own it all. From 5th round check to $1 billion lane. Who rewrote the playbook, equity in the name. No cap, no limit, this alright. We ain't just playing ball, we on both sides. Prime me Goody, I own my name, not just a player, I built this game. Pay me what I create, not just to play. Now it's time to move the prime way. Prime me Goody, yeah. Prime me Goody. Shedeur and Moneymane. We set the tone. Legacy, Prime me Goody, I own my name, not just a player, I built this game. Pay me what I create, not just to play. Now it's time to move the prime way. Prime me Goody, yeah. Prime me Goody. Shedeur and Moneymane. We set the tone. Legacy.
Hey, Shedeur. They measure my value on the field, but not off. Moneymane. Just
crime make it.
Shedeur. 5th round. You must be out your mind.
Lame. 5th round pick, but I don't move like one. Lost 40 mil, but I still ain't done. They ain't pay me right, but I made them rich. Whole city buzzing off a QB switch. 4-4-6 on a rookie scale, but the merch going diamond like I ain't failed. They post my throws, they boost they brand. Now the league looking shook, this wasn't the plan.
Pay me, don't play me.
Fans show up just to see me dilate. Dre sales hit like a top 3 slot. All my contracts say I'm not. Pay me, run that check. I bring more than you ever expect. Run it up, business is booming, let's talk numbers. I got more views than your whole draft class. Turning haters into fans with a no-look pass. Every rethrow got 1 million replays. Still getting paid like a vet from no 3 days. Jerseys moving like it's Yeezy drop. Stadium full, even practice pop. From the HBCU to the coldest land. They got me cheap, but I'm the brand. Pay me, don't play me. Fans show up just to see me daily. Jersey sales hit like a top 3 slot. All my contracts say I'm not. Pay me, run that check. I bring more than you ever expect. You gave me 5th round money, but I gave you 1st round value. Every seat filled, every camera on me, every highlight mine. Pay me. 4-6 don't match the light I bring. They know I'm worth the Super Bowl ring. You can't discount destiny if you wanna keep me investing. 4-6 don't match the light I bring. They know I'm worth the Super Bowl ring. You can't discount destiny if you wanna keep me investing. Pay me, don't play me. Fans show up just to see me daily. 100 songs hit like a top 3 slot. But my contracts say I'm not. Pay me, run that check. I bring more than you ever expect. Run it up, business is booming, let's talk numbers. Run me my check. Run me my check. Run me my check. 4K viz with a wrist on glow. Cuban link thick, that's a line and show. Every upload monetized, go. Got the streets and the streams in chokehold. Gold AP watch on beast mode. Tick, algorithm love me, every real stick. Came from the dirt, now it's chrome on deck. If I built the buzz, then run me my check. I run me my check. I earned this. Savage IF, I burn this. Live mode, no time to rest. Every pip got the world say yeah, yes. Cuban on ice, go like a king. Run me my check, pay for the ring. Already know, don't flex for less. Run me my check, I'm built for rest. Cut the check, savage mode. Bow to the lion. Logo got a lion, spirit got fire. Brown town royalty, I inspire. Every view is $1, every like is a lane. But my brand off, hustle, not fame. Don't call me lucky, I plan this chess. While they sleep, I'm stacking success. T-shirt drops, shorts go dumb. Me, my haters click just to run up the sum. Run me my check, I earned this. Savage IF, I burn this. Lion mode, no time to rest. Every pip got the world say yeah, yes. Cuban on ice, go like a king. Run me my check, pay for the ring. Already know, don't flex for less. Run me my check, I'm built for press. Money, man. Money, man. Money, man, money, man, money, man, bring. Money, man. Money, man, money, man, money, man, money. Money, man. I ain't just posting content. I'm posting legacy, every clip, every comment. Cha-ching. Cha-ching. Money, 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 money. Cha-ching. Money, 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 money. I ain't just posting content. I'm posting legacy, every clip, every comment. Cha-ching. I ain't just posting content. I'm posting legacy, every clip, every comment. Cha-ching. Run it up. I'm the brand, the biz. Money, man, line. Remember who this is. Check clear, mindset blessed. Built this kingdom, now I rest. Money, 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 money. Money, 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 free. Money, man, money, man, money. Money, man, money, man, money, man, money, man.
If you're tired, if you're torn, if you're 2 seconds from letting go, just hold on, just hold on a little while longer. In the dark where nobody sees, trying to fake a smile while I fight to breathe. People say pray, but don't know the cost of holding your praise while you carry a cross. Every time I almost quit, grace pulled up and said not yet. So I keep walking with my head low, knowing breakthrough's still gonna show. Just hold on a little while longer. Just hold on a little while longer. Don't you quit now. A little while longer. You won't see the light. But if you hold on longer. know depression hit different at night when your mind play games and you're tired of the fight. But I found hope where the world gave none, in the whisper of God saying, child, I'm not done. So wipe them tears, even if they fall again. He's still the healer, still the friend. Storms don't last, pain don't stay, joy still comes with the breeze. Go away a little while longer, your change gon' come. A little while longer, don't let go now. A little while longer, promise still stands. Or if you hold on, reach up stronger. If the tears are still falling, hold on. If the money gone, hold on. If the friends left, hold on. If the prayers seem quiet, it's still his. Hold on. Don't give up 5 minutes before your miracle. Just hold on. A little while longer. He's coming. A little while longer. Don't lose your faith. A little while longer. His word is true. A little while longer. Help is on the way. Just hold up stronger. Hold on. He's coming. Hold on. You're closer than you know.
God got us. God got us.
Later with product with tongue.
They counted me out, said I wouldn't rise. I prayed through the storm with tears in my eyes. No money, no favor, no crowd, no clout. But the king had my name when they had doubt. Name when they had doubt. They counted me out, said I wouldn't rise. I prayed through the storm with tears in my eyes. No money, no favor, no crowd, no cloud. But the king had my name when they had doubt. They don't see grace when it's hidden in pain. They don't see oil when it's pressed from strain. But I got proof in every scar. God don't fail and here we are. We made it through. God got it. Never lost. God got it. Kept the faith. God got it. Still here today. God got it. From the pit to the throne, from the street to the stone. No cap, no luck, no bluff. We alive 'cause God got us. Still breathe, still pray, still standing tall. I took hits, lost grip, but I never lost call. Had nights with no light, just me in the fight. But God pulled up and said I'm still right. Ain't gotta flex, I'm proof of the plan. Ain't self-made, I was carved by his hand. They threw dirt, but he grew roots. Now I bear fruit, and I speak truth. We make a love, kept the faith. Still here today. Storms came, but I stayed. Peace reigned, so I prayed. Still walking even through the dust. I'm alive 'cause God got us.